The world is changing before our eyes. Events that seemed impossible are occurring with impressive speed, and many wonder if we are truly living the prophesied times. In this scenario of uncertainty and transformation emerges with force the message of one of the most significant Marian apparitions of the last century. Garabandal. From 1961 to 1965, in a small village in Spain, the Virgin Mary delivered prophetic messages that seem to describe exactly our era. At the center of these revelations, there is an event that could happen soon. The warning or illumination of conscience. Today, we will understand together what precursor signs have been prophesied before the warning. And in particular, which important sign has already manifested, making this event, as Father Michel Rodrigue has stated, a matter of months and not years. If these topics are dear to your heart, help us spread them. A like can do so much, as well as your subscription to the channel. Thank you from the heart. In the Gospel of Matthew, when the apostles asked Jesus the signs of his coming, he did not rebuke them, but listed precise signs. Wars, famines, persecutions, the cooling of charity. In the parable of the fig tree, he taught, "When you see all these things, know that he is near, at the gates." While not knowing the exact day, therefore, we can recognize the signs of his proximity. The same goes for the warning. We don't know the precise date, but we can discern when it approaches. The warning represents a unique moment in the history of humanity. Every person on earth will simultaneously experience a vision of their own spiritual state, seeing their own soul as God Himself sees it. In particular, two of the four seers of Garabandal, Conchita González and Marian, have provided detailed and coherent testimonies about this extraordinary event. Conchita González, the main seer, has clarified fundamental aspects of the warning. In a historic interview of January 1, 1965, she reassured everyone, affirming that the event will not cause direct deaths. We will not die because of the warning itself, but possibly from the emotion we will feel in seeing the state of our soul. This clarification is crucial to dispel excessive fears. In a conversation of February 1977, Conchita added, "It will be like finding oneself in agony, but we will not die from these effects. However, it is theoretically possible to die of fright, or from the shock of seeing oneself in truth." Marian, who according to testimonies, was the only one to know the precise year of the warning, revealed significant temporal details. On June 27, 1965, she explained, "When the warning occurs, everything will stop instantly, even airplanes in flight will stop in the air, but this will last only a few minutes." Let's write together in the comments a prayer for this moment. Mary, Mother of Mercy, prepare us for the warning. Amen. In 1965, Conchita revealed that the Virgin Mary had communicated to her the exact name of what will cause the phenomenon, and the seer has specified that it is a word that exists in dictionaries, and that begins with the letter A. However, in an interview of December 1984, the seer confirmed that she had never divulged this name, feeling interiorly that it was not yet the right time to do so. The universality of the warning has been emphasized several times. On September 14, 1965, Conchita declared, The warning will be perceived everywhere in the world, and everyone will experience it, believers and non-believers of every nation. The nature of the warning presents a dual dimension: exterior and interior. In 1980, Conchita described the exterior aspect as a cosmic phenomenon of gigantic proportions, similar to the collision of two stars, characterized by an intense glow, but completely silent. The interior aspect will be even more profound and transformative. Every human being will see their own sins and understand the impact that these have on the heart of Jesus. It will be like a new Pentecost, a moment of grace in which every conscience will be purified by an ardent spiritual flame, similar to that experienced by the apostles in the upper room. Some contemporary testimonies offer illuminating details about this experience. Father Michel, through his spokesperson Errol, has shared personal revelations that help understand the nature of the warning. During this divine illumination, every person will relive their own existence before God, seeing also the apparently most insignificant episodes of their own life. Father Michel recounted how God the Father showed him a memory from his childhood. Errol recounted, when he was 4.5 years old, during a birthday party for one of his 21 brothers, his mother had prepared a huge cake. Little Michel, on tiptoe, opened the refrigerator and put a finger in the cake. This childish gesture, apparently innocent, was revealed in its spiritual dimension, showing how even this had not pleased God the Father. It will be so for all of us. We will see every sin, big or small, and feel its weight. The precursor signs of the warning constitute a fundamental part of the revelations of Garabandal. Mari Loli, who knew the exact year of the event, provided crucial indications about the world context in which it would occur. In October 1982, she explained that before the warning, it will seem that communism has conquered the entire world, making religious practice extremely difficult. Priests will have difficulty celebrating Mass, and the faithful keeping churches open. Regarding specific signs, there has been much discussion of a possible papal trip to Moscow. According to German writer Albrecht Weber, on November 14, 1965, Conchita would have confided to him that this papal trip would be a pre-warning of the warning. Upon the Pope's return to the Vatican, hostilities would break out in various parts of Europe. There exists, however, a sign that has been confirmed and that has already been realized. Mother Maria Nieves Garcia, superior of the college where Conchita studied, testified that the Virgin Mary said that the warning would be preceded by a synod. When Conchita's aunt heard about this sign, she thought it referred to the Second Vatican Council, but the girl was categorical in specifying that the Virgin Mary had specifically mentioned a synod. For a 12-year-old girl without particular theological formation, knowing and correctly using this technical ecclesiastical term was truly extraordinary. This sign acquires particular significance if we connect it to another prophecy given to Conchita. In February 1977, the seer revealed that the Virgin had predicted to her that after the death of Pope John XXIII, there would be 4 pontiffs, then the end times. But one would not be counted, because his reign would be very brief. Following this prophetic chronology, we already find ourselves at the end times. And the Synod on Synodality, which took place from 2021 to 2024, could be precisely the synod to which the Virgin Mary was referring. To confirm the imminence of the warning, we must consider the revelations received by Mary Jane Even, professor at the University of Nebraska, who since 1973 receives locutions from the Virgin Mary and Jesus Christ. On January 7, 1997, the seer received a detailed description of the 7 signs that will precede the extraordinary event, some of which seem to manifest precisely in these years. The first sign will be of celestial and spectacular nature. A great luminous and white cross will appear in the skies of the entire world. It will not be a fleeting phenomenon, but will remain continuously visible, 24 hours a day, for an entire week before the warning. Its dimensions will be such as to amaze all humanity, representing a clear divine call to conversion. The second sign will involve the animal kingdom mysteriously. All wild birds, squirrels, rabbits, and other small wild animals will suddenly disappear, and completely. This enigmatic absence will last for several months, leaving nature in a state of disturbing silence. The third sign will deeply shake the Catholic Church. News will arrive that the Holy Father has had to abandon the Vatican. This situation will lead to the election of a new pontiff, due to war conditions in Italy, and to the temporary transfer of the Holy See to Jerusalem. The fourth sign will have a deeply spiritual dimension. People will begin to perceive interiorly the influence and weight of their own sins in an increasingly acute way. Extraordinary supernatural manifestations will occur, with visions of both malignant entities and angels and saints. This sign seems to already manifest through the increase of mystical experiences and Marian apparitions throughout the world. The fifth sign will severely hit the global economy. A great stock market crash will provoke widespread financial panic at a worldwide level. National economies will suffer devastating shocks, creating social instability and political. This sign recalls to mind the growing concerns of economists regarding the sustainability of the current global financial system. In harmony with this prophecy, Father Michel also speaks of economic collapse of historic proportions. This indeed would not remain confined to the financial sphere, but would extend and cascade to every aspect of daily life. The consequences would include difficulties in supplies and commerce, creating a situation in which people would struggle to obtain even essential goods. For this reason, many prophetic voices invite material preparation, suggesting to maintain at home sufficient supplies for at least 3 months in anticipation of a period of great social and economic instability that will precede the warning. The sixth sign will be characterized by the dramatic intensification of international tensions. With continuous news of armed conflicts and threats of retaliation between nations, the world atmosphere will be pervaded by a sense of imminent war and generalized geopolitical instability. Observing the current situation, with ongoing conflicts and growing tensions between superpowers, this sign seems already in the realization phase. The seventh and final sign will have cosmic dimensions. World attention will be catalyzed by the approach of a mysterious celestial body to Earth. There will be intense discussions and scientific debates about its effective dimensions and about the possible catastrophic consequences of its eventual impact on our planet. The warning will be a moment of great grace for all humanity. Write in the comments the name of someone you wish would convert before this extraordinary event, so that they can live it with a heart already prepared. Father Adam Skwarczynski explained how after the illumination of conscience, we will be divided into 3 groups. If you want to know more, click the video that has appeared on your screen. May God always illuminate your path. See you in the next video.